Hey, Freddy. Can I review Toy Bonnie now? I've already done Mangle. I've done Toy Chica. I know. I haven't done Toy Freddy yet. I know. I'm gonna save the best for last. Thank you for your hospitality. I won't disappoint you. Freddy has spoken. Today we're going to take a look at Toy Bonnie, number 3 out of 4 within our world of figures from Jazwares. Again, you already know, price point $10. You can buy this in a bundle pack, which is a Target exclusive, for $37.99, so you're pretty much getting every figure a little under retail. Now, Classic Bonnie is my favorite from the original 4. Now, Toy Bonnie isn't my favorite out of the FNAF 2 characters. I would leave that towards Mangle. But nonetheless, I'm very excited about this. Here is the barcode to help you find this in store. These are also available at GameStop as well as Walmart. I will put all the tag products, as much as I could possibly find, in the little tag products below. All right, Toy Bonnie. First things first, the paint applications look great. There's no like smearing or excess splatter or anything like that, so very happy about that. Nice vibrant green eyes, and again, this does have that glow-in-the-dark feature, which we will do here in just a minute. So again, the big appeal to this is that jump scare feature, which can be activated with this button right here, which actually doesn't take away from the character too much. I mean, when you push it in, it basically is flush within the body, and when it comes out, naturally, it's going to stick out just a tad. So they could have made this a lot longer. Glad that they didn't. But for what it is, I mean, it isn't too bad. And when you look at the character, say, this way, you can't even tell that there's anything going on right there. So very cool. And you know, I'm pretty happy with this jump scare feature. It's very unique. You know, it's never been done before. And what's so cool about it is that you can position these arms in a bunch of different directions. So you don't have to do just a traditional jump scare. You can obviously articulate the arms in a bunch of different directions. So you don't necessarily have to do that. You can get them in some like crazy poses like this, like whatever that may be. You know, you can even do, let's say, like some jazz hands or something like that, you know? So that is pretty cool. So you can really kind of make this figure unique. And if you wanted to, there's also these joints that are up here. You can basically click them in. And so when you have Toy Bonnie, say, on shelf, you can pretty much get them in a jump scare pose the entire time without actually having the button mechanism pressed. Like in doing so, I can press this, he is scared, you know? Or you can even like we're doing the wave like at a sports game, you know? I wouldn't be upset if they gave us these scale of figures without the jump scare feature and they added the extra articulation here at the head and like this torso area. I would be pretty happy with that as well if they like included that or expanded within this line. But the joints here are really nice because you have like a swivel and a hinge, so you can bring these arms upwards this way, a crazy amount, and then just below that at the elbow you have another joint similar to that, and you can just basically move this arm in all crazy directions, which actually helps you in the long run get into some better poses. And then here at the wrist, same type of thing. You can move the hand forwards and backwards. Very cool. So again, no head or torso articulation, but they kind of make up for it here at the hips because there's a ball joint and kind of like a drop down joint as well, so you can kind of maneuver these legs in a bunch of different directions, so it makes up for it here and there. Oh, and I just found out that the tail comes off, so that was interesting. That may help out if you're like going to get him in a seated pose. And you'll notice that here at this upper thigh there's a swivel joint, so you can spin this leg around alongside of just moving it all crazy directions. And then here at the knee we have, wow, that's actually a pretty good break right there. I actually think that's better than Toy Chica. So we have a joint, you can take this and actually spin that leg around as well, and then see, we can bring it forward a little bit. Nothing crazy, but that actually seems a significant amount more than Toy Chica. Here, I have her right here. Let's see this for ourselves. I actually think that's, oh yeah, that's like way more. I think what they did is they put a little bit more of a cutout on Toy Bonnie's back calf compared to Toy Chica, which is interesting because she has more of like a slender frame. You'd think there'd be a little bit more range of motion with her. You can see how there's like more of a cut, you know, right here compared to Toy Chica. And then just below that, we have a little ankle joint. Same thing. We have like a hinge and a swivel, and I should be able to spin that foot around no problem. So all in all, great amount of articulation and range of motion for just $10. I can't stress that enough how crazy that is. The amount of value value, especially within 2025. It's crazy. It is crazy to think that this line has not even been around for 2 months, and we are already getting figures that have never been done within 11 years of Funko having the license. It is insane. So they're coming right out of the gates with our toy animatronics. Here is all of them right now, except for Toy Freddy, who is way back over there. And it's very smart of them to start with the toy animatronics, especially since FNAF 2 is right around the corner. And we have Matt Pat as Toy Bonnie, Megan Fox as Toy Chica. And now we'll go one step further. So those are like 5-inch figures. Here is our Endo series, which is roughly 7-inch figures. Here's my custom ignited Freddy. And then we'll put Bonnie back here behind Toy Bonnie. Incredible what we're already getting within just a few months. And this is literally just the beginning. But I gotta say, my favorites right now is gonna be Mangle for the world of, and then I love Bonnie. I can't, and I just love Bonnie. I can't neglect my favorite from the classics. All right, to get the maximum glowing effect, here's my Halloween decorations. I put my figures on our like little uplights right there. Yeah, he's pretty much blind right now. So this is how I get my figures to glow when it is, oh my gosh, look at that already. When I film during the night. After I had him cooking out there for a little bit, so let's see the final reveal. Oh yeah, super vibrant, just like Toy Chica. Now it seems like there is maybe a little bit of a paint smear or something along there, or maybe not as much of the glow in the dark paint was applied, but it still is on there. And unfortunately, that's just due to the nature of a massively produced toy line or whatever. You're gonna have some that aren't quite as vibrant as others. Toy Bonnie is great. It is still consistent with what we've seen so far within these world of figures. Great articulation, paint applications are awesome. The glow in the dark feature was still pretty good, even though there wasn't a heavy application to it like Toy Chica, but still nonetheless, $10. Can't really complain with that. Again, I'd love to see them expand with extra world of figures that don't have the jump scare feature, so we can get a good combination of both. And again, this line has just started, so this is basically the tip of the iceberg for what is to come. I mean, we know those playsets are coming in 2026, which I cannot wait for. And of course, I will review all of those. Love to see what they do with like a Springtrap and a Golden Freddy, a Shadow Freddy, and of course, the Nightmares. Those are pretty much the #1s on my list right now. But I'd love to know what you want to see within the world of figures, as well as the Endo series and everything else that Jazwares could possibly produce. I did recently see that Fat Mojo released like a big Golden Freddy head, which is pretty similar to the classic Freddy that they had like 9 months ago. And it comes with like a Foxy plush, a Bonnie plush, and I think a Golden Freddy plush as well, and a few other things. So let me know if you want me to open that up on the channel and review that as well. But that's all I got for you. If you're looking for this figure, again, I will tag everything in the tag box below. But I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review of Toy Bonnie. On deck, we have Toy Freddy, so don't miss that one. Make sure you connect with me on Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date when new things drop like the rest of our FNAF figures. I also post toy photography and toy videos, things that you won't see here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.